Thank you, guys.
Boy, well, that cook, huh?
That's a great chart.
Ooh.
That's their latest recording on the Bluebird label. That's great. Did you? Great. Sid, great chart. Good chart.
Beautiful.
What are you pointing at, Fred?
You're running over this half hour, sir.
We'll take an extra half hour. The Tonight Show will continue in a moment after this word, so stay tuned.
Whatever the occasion, a set of non-stick, easy clean Teflon 2 certified cookware makes a beautiful gift. So look for the Teflon 2 quality seal. It identifies the only finish tested and approved by DuPont.
Give your hand to a friend, give your heart to your love, but give your code to contact.
600 tiny time pills do the job. Up to 12 hours of relief from sneezing, runny nose, congestion. One at night, one in the morning. Means all night, then all day relief. That's why you don't ask a cold tablet or nighttime liquid to do Contact's job.
Give your code to Contact.
Travel arrangements provided by United Airlines, the one airline that can say, your land is our land. In New York, the Tonight Show staff is staying at the New York Sheraton Hotel, one of the more than 240 Sheraton hotels and motor inns worldwide. Yeah.
Woo! That's a great sound, isn't it?
Great. Sensational.
Beep-a-dee-beep-a-dee-beep. That's all, folks. Remember those?
Shall we do the Long Live the King?
No,
the King is dead?
We're not ready for
We're not
Long
ready
Live
for
the
that.
King,
We haven't
no.
done that this year. I don't
No,
think.
another year.
All right, how about a promise? Let's make it a promise that before the year's out, we will do The King is Dead.
And Long Live the King?
Long Live the King.
We'll
All
do
right?
it some night, and we won't
How about
tell
tomorrow night? Thanksgiving night. Let's do it tomorrow night.
Why does that have any particular,
It's just a nice...
meaning?
Because it's a
meaningful?
family night, people are home, and that's a family joke. If there was ever a family joke, there is your family joke.
Well, all right. We may
Okay.
do that tomorrow
Listen,
night.
you mentioned my turkey, and you stumbled on something that I really do that's a great tip about making a... I do cook a great turkey.
Oh,
I do.
All right.
Now, you know what I do? You had it in Vegas. Remember I cooked the turkey in Vegas?
Yes,
And
I
you
have.
liked the dressing? You said the dressing was the best you ever had?
now, you're right. You did. I'll have to admit you
All right, now, I
set up
did.
a nice turkey.
All right. Here's what you do. You take a turkey. You get some...
First, steal a turkey.
First you steal a turkey, right?
All right.
And you get some packaged, bread dressing.
Packaged.
Well, I mean, I don't go through the whole... I don't have time.
You must take old stale bread, right?
Yes.
Until it's all dried out.
I
That you
should
don't
do
go
that. Well, you can
packaged.
go that way. I go packaged.
Okay.
Packaged stores, packaged bread. Okay. Now... Okay, you got it? Okay. Now, to that, you add applesauce,
Applesauce,
marmalade,
marmalade,
pineapple,
pineapple.
and half a bottle of 12-year-old scotch.
Give me the bird.
You put that into
Give
the
me the
turkey.
bird.
You put that into the turkey.
Into the turkey.
And you put it into the oven the night before Thanksgiving.
Night before.
You put a
This
little
sounds good.
an aluminum tent over the turkey so it will self-baste during the night.
Tent, so it'll
Yes.
baste.
And you cook it at 225 degrees
That's a good-
through the night.
Through the
And when you wake-
whole night.
When you wake up in the morning, there is nothing more tantalizing than the aroma of a lovely turkey cooking full of booze. Oh.
Then what you do?
Then what you... Now, that's the truth. And
Well,
it's
if my
great.
Christmas turkey doesn't show up here in half an hour, we're not going to have any Thanksgiving. Oh, here he comes now. Give me the bird.
Give me the bird.
Then what you do, you take the stuffing out of the turkey. You squeeze out all that scotch. You
And
get
drink
rid
the
of the
gravy.
marmalade, the turkey, the oven, the tent, the whole thing. Say, that was really, I hope you housewives jotted that down. Is that
You really,
do it?
you had that turkey and you raved
a
about
bottle of scotch.
Yes.
In a turkey.
Yes, if you're really festive, you put the whole bottle in. What I usually do is I only have a half a bottle when I get time to stuff the turkey, because while I'm preparing it, I can
consume the rest of it.
That's right.
Okay, well, that's an interesting tip for you homemakers. How did we get into that tonight? We're supposed to be doing a television show. This is not the Galloping Gourmet.
Didn't you like to hear that recipe, friends?
How many couldn't care less?
Equal.
A lot of people didn't care at all about that. Let me tell you before we bring out Jimmy Coco who we have on tomorrow night. I had it here somewhere.
You put it underneath that thing over there.
What?
You put it underneath there.
Why'd I put it under there?
I don't know.
Well, no, that's the whole week.
How about under here?
Well, under here, you're right. You got your fakakta menu. We have tomorrow night. And when this reaches the right temperature, everything is a piece of material. You remember Gunilla Knudsen?
Oh, did I ever?
I remember Gunilla Knudsen.
Oh, yes.
She was Miss Universe, or one of the contestants of 1961. She did the shaving commercial, take it off, take it all off. Beautiful
Who do you
blonde.
trust?
That's right. She's going to be with us tomorrow night and show us the art of massage. I'm going to be the massagee.
I am the towel boy, I presume?
That's right, as usual. Also, well, this time I'll play the massagee and you be the towel boy. We also have Mr. Billy DeWolf, author Jerzy Kosinski, and I saw Pippin last night with Freddie and Joanna and my son Ricky. We went over to see Pippin, and it is a bright, great musical. Yeah, choreographed and directed by Bob Fosse. So we have two of the stars, Ben Vereen and John Rubinstein, who is Artur Rubinstein's son. I understand, the famous classical pianist. Great cast, and it is a smashing, lovely musical. Really is. So they will be with us tomorrow night. I don't know, things are sticking to me all over. Let's get our first guest out here.
Listen, maybe we ought to do Long Live the King tonight.
What? No.
Let's do it tonight.
No, let's get a guest here because this is silly. Look at him there.
Maybe I can help you with it.
What? Yeah, there you are. My first...
Something's cooking.
Mosquito. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I missed him. There's a
I
light.
think I see
Why
him.
don't
Wait
we
a
sit
minute.
around and watch
I think I see him.
What?
I think I see him.
You missed him. Now, come on, we can't sit around, two grown men. And do this. Why don't we sit around and watch this light go bad? How can you make a show? What is that? Hissing noise.
That's a noise.
I know that's a noise. That's very good. That is your finger, Fred. And I know that's a commercial, but this is a strange sound we have here in the studio. Kind of nice. I don't not like it, but can the audience hear that? They can hear
How
that.
many like it? How many don't like
We
it?
have a very...
We'll get that fixed during this commercial.
I think I know the one. No, we've got a little light there that's, it's one of those 3,000 hour, and it's now 29:58. And boy, when you get 3,000 hours, what, Fred? Like,
It's a plane now, isn't it?
This may be the cancellation.
this is the way Lorne Greene found out. He was on his horse, and all of a sudden the horse just went, fell over and died. They said, "That's it, Lorne." The horse knew before Lorne Greene. The horse was galloping along in the Ponderosa. This is the way they tell you in Tuck. This is a cruel business. The lights are going to go out one at a time, and we're going to... What are they doing upstairs?
Fixing the light.
Oh. We're going to have more show and just... right after we stay tuned for this message. What is that?
Love and kisses. That's what a girl gets when she roasts her turkey the Reynolds Wrap way. Directions are on the heavy-duty package. First, line your roasting pan with Reynolds Wrap to catch the juices. See how it molds tight and firm? so strong, so tear-resistant. Now tint the turkey with Reynolds Wrap to keep the bird deliciously moist. Beautiful. Reynolds Wrap, oven-tempered for flexible strength. Reynolds Wrap.
Revlon announces new Super Rich Mascara, the mascara that's practically smudge-proof.
You can cry in it, get caught in the rain in it, dream in it, kiss in it.
Super Rich Mascara thickens your lashes without smudging because it repels both water and skin oils, the things that make mascara smudge. Yet it creams off easily. Hypoallergenic, too. New smudge-proof Super Rich Mascara by Revlon.
Beautiful.
Let's get a guest out here and get going. I think we've solved that problem. We fired all of the engineers. And immediately My first guest is a fine actor and a jolly fellow. He is co-starring in Man of La Mancha with Sophia Loren and Peter O'Toole. And this is an album of the music I never forget, Fred. Soon to be released, called, cleverly, Man of La Mancha.
Oh, what a nice title.
From the play and the movie of the same song.
And now the album.
What?
And the album of the
That's
same
right.
album.
You saw the stage play, you saw the movie.
Now
hear the album. And see the star. And everything has got...
I think it's a night for The King is Dead.
Maybe
really.
we'll do The King is Dead later. What's this fellow's name? He's a dear friend of ours and a good actor. He was with us, I think, originally on this show.
He's quite anxious to get out here.
Well, he's going to come out, but I want to give him a good introduction because he deserves it. No, he was... he first came on the show when nobody knew who he was. We didn't know who he was. And we came out and I said, "Who are you?" And he didn't know who he was. That's how little he was known. And he made up a name, Jimmy Coco. And at that time he was doing a commercial, playing a plumber or something like that.
That's exactly right.
And today he is doing a commercial.
Yeah.
No, he's
Your memory is masterful.
No, Jimmy Coco is a fine performer and a good friend.
Come on, let's do The King is Dead.
And
Come
I'm
on.
happy. What? No,
let's
get him out.
When Jim comes out, we'll do The King is Dead.
If we do The King is Dead, we'll never get in the whole everything. Let's get a guest out here. We got tough competition. Yeah. Here's Jimmy Coco.
Now it feels like New York. You're back where you belong.
Yeah. Do you remember an old vaudeville? It is true, we did move to California, but this show has been in New York for so many years. This has been the home ever since the Tonight Show started, and probably really always will be whenever we come back here, because this is where it all began.
Oh, I know.
You remember the two guys in vaudeville who used to do that funny act? Was that Walter Dare? Who was that? Walter Dare Wall, right, who used to get hung up and he'd say, and they would step through the thing and they could never get there. Was one of the great acts in vaudeville of all times. And I don't know why I thought, I know why I thought of that, because I was doing Walter Dare Wall. How are you?
I'm terrific.
Man of La Mancha.
I'm terrific.
Now, you're our guest.
Yeah.
You ask him to do The King is Dead.
Do The King is Dead.
No, The King.
Oh, come on.
You've seen that, haven't you?
Never. I never saw it.
I don't know.
Do The King is Dead.
Okay.
That's it.
Let me show you. All right, let me show you. I do not take credit for this. The first time I ever saw it done was done by Mel Brooks. They may have originally done it in an old Sid Caesar show. I don't know. And I saw Don Adams pick it up and do it one night. And it's just a crazy little thing that we do occasionally when we get in a nutty mood.
Can I explain that I play two parts?
What?
That I play two parts. I play the man toasting you, and I also play the messenger.
That's
Very
right.
important.
I am toasting.
Right.
And he also plays
The messenger.
The messenger.
You ready? Right. The king is dead.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
The king lives!
The king lives! The king lives! Now I told you. The king lives. That's why we only do that once a year. It's because we lose a desk, we lose a guest.
It looks like I made pee-pee.
One night on the Don Adams show when he was doing Get Smart, they wrote a sketch just so they just so they could use that crazy thing of the king lives and everybody. They had a scene in a castle, you know, like 17th century, and they only had this scene for that reason, and they had about 16 actors, all dressed with the beards and the dukes, and they stood up, and they said, the king is dead, long live, and the messenger came in, and 16 people went, the king is... It was just for that joke. Oh, this is madness. This can't go on like this.
You wrecked the suit, but it was worth it.
Look, a suit is a suit.
A bit is a bit.
That's funny.
Really going bananas tonight. Anyway, we started talking about last time that you were in...
Listen, by the time Lorne Green gets out here, the parade will have started.
That's right, he's got to do the Thanksgiving Day parade tomorrow.
Oh, he already left.
Last time you were... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being self-indulgent. I shouldn't do that. We got people out here. You know, you don't come on here. You've got nothing to sell, right?
I've only been on 50 or 60 times. Go on. You can do whatever you want.
I envied you last time you were on the show because you had been in Italy. You had made Man of La Mancha with Sophia Loren. Yeah. You talked about... You never told the story. We never got into it. That you went to her villa, I guess you would call it, for lunch.
Yeah, that was the first time I went there.
Can you imagine going to lunch at Sophia Loren?
It's gorgeous, too.
Fantastic. I mean, you just...
I went to Nedick's with Annette Funicello once. But I mean, lunch with Sophia Loren in a villa.
Oh, yeah. It was really, that was the first time I went there, and it was sort of a formal lunch.
Really?
And I had to go to the John just before lunch, and I asked where the John was, and they said up those stairs and to the left or something. Huge place. And I came out of the John, and I went down the wrong staircase, and I got lost. And I ended up in the catacombs in this villa, and I couldn't find the way back to I could hear voices, like echoes, you know, but I could, 45 minutes later, they were sitting there waiting for me. They must have thought, what is he doing in that John, you know? And I could say, and what was I going to do? Sophie, I'm here in the catacomb. And 45 minutes later, I turned up, and they were all sitting there, you know, hands folded, waiting to eat. And, but the place, you can't believe it. It's got, like, when you go downstairs, his screening room. Right. You know, Colapati's screening room, it's all in white with these big white lounges. And,
I've seen it, I think, one of the big magazines.
Her bedroom. You should see her bedroom. And in her bathroom, do you know what's in her bathroom?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Unless they've got a new trick there in Italy. I suppose there's a tub and a
She
shower.
has a fireplace in her bathroom. And this tub.
Oh, come on.
Now, I'm telling you, a fireplace. And,
that's
you know,
class.
I picture all of these people pouring oils into the bath, and she's sitting there with this blazing fire, you know, reading Confidential or whatever, and
well, that destroys
you know,
the whole
music
thing,
playing, and but a fireplace. I mean, a huge fireplace. And I said, "Do you really?" She said, "Even in the summer, she keeps the fire going." You know, isn't that fantastic?
Well, that's not a small little bathroom. Then.
No. And her bed is the size of this studio. It's this. Well, not quite, but I mean, it's not, you know, like the double queen size bed, I guess. It's really...
That's living. Would you like living room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you fell in love with the place, didn't you?
Oh, I loved it. We were in Tarquina.
But you said everybody who lives there doesn't gain weight when they eat the pasta and the spaghetti.
They're skinny.
You can't figure that out.
I was the fattest person in Rome. They're very, very skinny. I'd walk into a men's store, they would get hysterical. They would laugh, you know. And I'd say, no, just give me a tie. Give me some cologne. But, I mean, the men are very, very thin. You know, it's those long lunches with their mistresses. You know, those 3-hour lunches or something. I don't know what it is, but they don't gain weight there.
That's strange.
Pasta doesn't affect them.
Right. We have to do something, Fred? Fred's got his. Good. There's a nor'easter coming in tonight, Fred, also. Crazy night, isn't it? Everything is stuck to everything. The king is dead. Now everything's gone. I got a waterlogged desk now because you conned me into doing that. What gives you...
Wait a minute.
What?
You dropped some stuff in front of you.
Oh. What gives you freedom from scraping and rinsing dishes? The Freedom Maker from Sears.
Sears Lady Kenmore dishwasher gives you freedom from scraping, freedom from pre-rinsing, because it has 2 hot water jets that scour dishes, and a stainless steel pulverizer for soft food waste. We call Sears Lady Kenmore the Freedom Maker, because it gives you freedom to do more important things.
This morning, Harry carried out a week of garbage for his family of 4. His neighbor Sam carried out a week of garbage for his family of 4, including backyard barbecue waste. The difference is the Sears Kenmore Compactor. The compactor crushes a whole week of garbage, bottles, bones, cans and all, deodorizes it, and turns it into one neat bagful. The Sears Kenmore Compactor, for men who hate to be garbage men.
Rodney Dangerfield, believe it or not, wrote a book and has got a lot of pictures in it, which, for those of you who know Rodney, that seems appropriate. It's called I Couldn't Stand My Wife's Cooking, so I Opened a Restaurant. Even with all his success, he gets no respect.